My name is James Gagnon and I am from New England, and I've been in Utah for 6.5 years. I try to stay as active as possible and kind of keep a balance in my life, and obviously physical activity is a huge part of that. So Muay Thai fighting is the national sport of Thailand. So you can kick, punch, knee, and elbow your opponent pretty much anywhere with the exception of the groin, the back of the head, and then the spinal column. It is the striking system that most MMA fighters will train in. It requires a lot of skill, it requires a lot of coordination. You have to be relatively strong for your weight, but it's also, you have to have very good cardio. My dad always says, move a muscle, change a thought, and I've always been pretty active, but I would go to the regular gym and just sit on a stationary bike forever, and my body would get tired, but my brain wouldn't really shift away from where I didn't want it. So I started looking at other things that would be more stimulating. It is a violent sport, and there's no way around that. So having to deal with that stress of saying, I'm going to voluntarily get into the ring, and there's someone there that is going to be trying to knee, punch, kick, and elbow me as hard as they can, and also just sort of realizing that I have the same opportunity to do it to them. So whoever prepares the hardest usually ends up being the most secure in their skill set and doing the best in the fight. Everyone at any level had a first day, and I think that's kind of an important thing to remember. Muhammad Ali, arguably one of the greatest boxers of all time, had a day when it was his first day in the gym. He was a beginner, and that's the same of anyone that's really worked hard to accomplish great things. They all started at square one, so just try it out. If you hate it, there's no shame in walking away the next day. Go try something else, because it feels good. You feel confident when you accomplish something, and you don't just leave that in the gym. That goes out into the real world with you. You have the option to give up, and it feels really good when you don't. I'm James Gagnon, I'm a Muay Thai fighter, and this is my ideal.